Suzanne's Paparazzi Jewelry, 24/7 shopping available. 160920 is the code. Show her some love, like she showed us. K&A Custom Crafts on Facebook.
Going MVP, MVP. You just say he has 3 brothers and one's name is Dante?
Yeah, Dante, Dana, and
Dante. I would definitely want to try a spaghetti and meatball Pop-Tart. I mean, who would a TSA office over there is fine.
I would also be the one that tickles the snail as well. Because think about how easy of a job that is.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
No, I don't either.
Yo, what is going on, everybody? Welcome to the Coast to Coast Entertainment Network. I am Ace, and of course, you're watching another episode of Kickin It. And tonight, I'm joined by, of course, my co-host, my always co-host here, Mr. Isaiah Leung. How are you doing tonight, my man?
What's up, guys? Glad to see all of you guys. I was gonna do my regular, kick stance that I do to open the show, but unfortunately I hurt myself, so I can't do it. But yeah, glad to have you both down here on the program tonight. Christmas season is officially here. That's why I'm rocking this beautiful beanie with the Christmas sweater, because apparently it's National Christmas Sweater Day tomorrow, I think. So we're just bringing in the holidays a little bit early. But yeah, man, Christmas is here. Got, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer coming. Santa Claus is coming soon with all the presents and stuff like that. And yeah, it's going to be a fun show. Can't wait for all the topics. And yeah, can't wait to have fun and see what great Christmas topics that we got on the show tonight.
So if it's National Christmas Sweater tomorrow, why you bring one on the show tonight?
Hey,
because we're not doing a show tomorrow.
Christmas sweaters are the best thing ever. You can wear them anytime, man. Come on, every football teams, NBA team, they should be wearing Christmas sweaters as their jerseys.
Right. Okay. Anyways, and then of course, Callan, how are you doing tonight?
Wrapping up a long week of programming for me. Monday, I've been on air Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then doing a lot of social media content. But other than that, we're doing good. Then glad to be here. So it's all that matters to me.
All right, of course. And then Dragon Viper, how are you doing tonight?
I'm doing good. Ready to start this show off.
All right, absolutely. We are ready to kick this off. So the first topic I have for you tonight is, we talk about how, there's various challenges out there that we would do. Whenever I mention a good challenge, Isaiah is always like, yeah, I'm definitely.
Oh, that's how you hurt your Achilles, eh?
A challenge?
Yeah, because Isaiah's always like, yeah, if there's a challenge out there, I will do it. And Isaiah, that is true. You always say if there's some kind of challenge out there, you would do it. So this first one we have is what's called a cave challenge. And this is how narrow the cave actually is. Like, when you're going through it, that's how narrow it is. Like, your back is actually rubbing against the rocks. And this dude that was doing this challenge actually had to bring some cardboard and put it underneath his stomach and slide it through so his stomach would not rub against the cave ground on the bottom. But it was, if you were able to make it from one side and make it out the other side without having to get help, you were going to win $500,000. But the thing is, once you commit, they said you can't really you can't go back, because there's not enough room for you to turn your body around and go back. And the guy who did this challenge was like, you can't breathe. It's so freaking narrow in there. So, my question is, Isaiah, would you try this?
If I were to do it now, my entire body would probably break. So it's 2 rocks, right? It's like 2 rocks like that, and you're in the middle.
Yeah, it's a cave. It's
a
that
cave,
small
yeah.
of a cave, dude.
So you have to do it, or you're basically literally going to be dying trying. Is that correct?
Well, basically, once you commit, you're
Yeah.
committed, dude. Like there's no like you can't turn around and go out. Once you commit, you commit. The only thing that would help you was that there's like a team that's waiting on the other side that if you can't make it out, they'll actually have to come in and find you. But if you can find your way out by yourself, you get $500,000. So
Well, pack my sandwich, pack my suitcase, pack anything. I am going in. Anything for $1 million, I am in all day, every day. Just wait until my Achilles heals, and we're good. You know, I was always the best at rock climbing, so I don't think that this is that. It's like it looks like it's rock climbing. Look at that guy climbing rocks.
What the?
It's not rock climbing when he's literally on his hands and knees in his stomach, Isaiah. There is a stark difference.
Like that, right? Like this. And he's climbing.
No.
It looks like it.
It's like he's swimming, Isaiah. It's not him climbing El Capitan up in Yosemite National Park.
yeah. So Isaiah, I know you're talking about how you would just love to do it, but I'll tell you, dude, that's not easy right there. I mean, look how narrow that thing is.
It is.
Suck it in, big fella.
That is so narrow. Callan, would you attempt to try that?
Hell to the no. Simple as that.
Not even.
I don't care if it's for
$500,000.
$5, $50, $500, $5,000, or someone's life savings. No way. Unlike Square 2, I have morals and values. And actually have a reputation to keep. Unlike Square 2.
So $500,000 could not entice you.
Absolutely not. No way, no how.
Absolutely not. All right. Dragon Viper.
I agree with Callan. Hell to the no, because for one, I'm too tall, I'm too fat. I wouldn't even fit a quarter of the way through that thing. So, no, not even all the money in the world would get me to do something like that. That would
Exactly.
That feels painful. Just thinking about it.
Yeah, and look, some of us know that once you get in a tiny environment, it's going to be extremely hard to even. Can you imagine trying to breathe in this little tiny area right there?
I don't even want to imagine that.
No, I'm claustrophobic, so yeah, no way.
I mean, I can't even envision this guy taking the piece of cardboard and basically putting it out in front of him and then continuing to crawl across this dang cave. That is insane. He's been the only one that's actually been able to do it, though.
Gee, I wonder why.
Right? Right. That makes me think. So if they up, so basically what you're saying is it wouldn't matter if they up the price or not. You wouldn't do it.
Nope.
Nope.
No way, no how, no thank you.
And little did we know that's how Isaiah went away, because he tried this cave challenge and he couldn't make it out.
Oh well.
So I'm saying that would suck for a girl. I don't think a girl can make it because of circumstances. The bosoms, right?
Yeah.
yeah. I don't think they definitely could. I mean, I give this guy props for wanting to try it, but
Still though, no.
No.
He didn't die in that cave, right? Because it looks like he's dead from this photo.
no, he did not die. He did like a little interview, and he said he went through, and he said when he got a quarter of the way through, he said he started to kind of lose his bearings, and he's like, I thought I was starting to get lost, and he's like, I started to panic, and he's like, at that point in time, he's like, I thought, oh crap, what did I get into? I'm completely lost now. And he said he just kept crawling, and eventually he saw light, and he's like, oh, I found my freaking
There's
way
light
out.
at the end of the tunnel.
But I couldn't imagine doing that. So I just had to share
No.
that because I wanted to see what everybody's thoughts were. But we all know that for us is not going to be fun. The only person that said they would do that, of course,
Of
is Isaiah.
course.
Of
What
course.
else is new?
Hey, I'm a risk taker.
So am I, but not that kind. Jeez.
Yeah, there's a difference between a risk taker like Isaiah and a risk taker like Adam and Randy and myself.
Yes, exactly. There is that difference. But it's you talk about being a risk taker, but your risks are way above what almost a lot of people would do, sir. That even goes with food and everything. Just saying.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
saying. You can't deny that though either.
When will he learn? Never.
I made a baked beans pizza, by the way, Adam, the other day because you
what?
gave me the idea.
What?
Well-
A baked beans pizza.
That's
No, just because we talked about it on the show, you had to make it.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So going into our next one here, speaking of food, this isn't necessarily food, but what this is it's a drink, and it finally came out. And basically what this is, I was trying to enlarge the picture here so people could actually see it. So that's my fault. Hold on here. I'll see if I can enlarge the picture. So there it is. It is
A Doritos style flavored liquor, eh?
Yes, it's Dorito. It's nacho cheese style flavored liquor. And I know there's some of us that are drinkers, and we talk about various drinks that we would try and things like that. But I don't know, Randy, is this something that you're like, oh, what the heck? I'll give it a shot.
Yeah, I would. I would definitely give it a shot. I mean, I have, drank Jaeger, which is horrible. So, I mean, that can't be, too awful bad. So, I would try it.
Okay, Callan.
I don't do a lot of hard liquor. I stick to beer mainly because I've had too many run-ins with hard liquor, sadly, which sucks. I mean, I do drink some like peanut butter flavored whiskey every so often, but I make sure that there's a lot of like Coca-Cola mixed with it, or root beer, or Dr. Pepper. But this one though, I would probably be tempted to at least try, like Randy said. Like, I don't know if I'd go full blown like into the hard liquor, but I would definitely at least give it a whirl just to see how it tastes.
Okay.
Honestly.
Okay. So Seth Johnson Ford saying, good evening, guys. And he's also saying, Callan, you must be happy about the Chargers game tonight. No, he doesn't even care about the Chargers game, honestly.
That's
No, I do. It's amazing.
Right, exactly. All right. So, and Jason saying,
Yes, he did.
And Jason saying Doritos. I don't know, man.
I mean, if they can make Dorito flavored tacos at Taco Bell, they can certainly make alcohol too. Come on now.
Yeah.
No, they can, and they've already said that they said for people who have been waiting for it, it's already there. Like they've already like came out with it, and so that's why they're like, how many of you would actually try it?
It'd be worth a shot.
Okay, Isaiah, I know you would try a lot of stuff. Where'd you go?
Absolutely not. Because here's the thing. I had the worst experience with hard.
Says the guy who gets drunk off 1 beer, folks.
Right.
And one Don Julio too. And thanks to Callan for paying for that one, by the way.
I didn't pay for SHIT for you there, Skippy.
Hey, I don't know who paid for it because I was basically blacked out that night. But in terms of this, absolutely not. I don't touch whiskey. I don't touch rum. I don't touch any of that stuff because I had whiskey. One of my friends who, when I got drunk in Hawaii, I messaged this in a group chat that we were in. I was like, hey, I could drink more than anybody in this group chat. I could outdrink anybody in this group chat. So he thought I was being for real. He thought I was saying this when I was sober. So he challenged me to a drink off, and I had one shot of whiskey, and it was like drinking mouthwash. He bought me a shot. It was like drinking mouthwash. I couldn't get it down, and halfway in getting it down, I threw it all up on the floor. That's how bad it was. Like, no way, no how. For
Isaiah loses again. Isaiah loses again.
Right? So Jason saying, if I try it, can I pull Dragon Viper's hair?
Read the bill of disqualification. You can't do that.
And then also Jason saying, one, don't ever go camping with us. Wait,
I want to clarify. It wasn't one. It was.
Hold on. No,
it was
Isaiah, we dare you to attempt to go camping with us. We dare you.
May the odds be in your favor.
Hey, me and Mess Around Dave would just be lying drunk on the somewhere in the wilderness. That's what we would be doing.
We're not. You, dude, you couldn't even hang with the big boys. But this actually looks rather interesting, and I'll tell you, this is something that I would contemplate trying.
Same. I would at least give it a whirl.
Yeah.
I mean, if you like Doritos, this can't be too bad.
No. I mean, I like Fireball and I like cinnamon gum, so hey, there you go.
Fireball's amazing, but I wonder, like, I would have to look this up to actually see how much a bottle of that actually is.
Fireball's actually really good.
Yeah, but we're talking about this, Isaiah. We're talking about this.
To be honest, I'm also not a big fan of Doritos. I prefer Cheetos or any of those type of chips, but not really Doritos.
Okay. Maybe that's your problem, because you're not a Doritos guy. Right? I like the design though. Like I thought you liked the design, like the design behind the bottle. I thought you didn't drink whiskey.
I don't drink whiskey.
Hey, Ace.
Yeah.
I looked it up, and supposedly it's going to be $65.
Woo.
That's a steal.
It'll be sold online as well as California and New York.
Yeah, Fireball is whiskey.
Yes, it is.
Figure it out, Smart 2.
I thought it was a cocktail. A cinnamon cocktail.
Dominic Mysterio. Dominic Mysterio. Dominic Mysterio.
And the jabs just keep coming about my
Sorry, Adam.
No, it's all good. It's all good. But anyways, hey, Big B is in the house tonight.
Let's go.
Hey.
Big B in the house. Yeah, so I'm glad I found that. That one just happened to pop up, and I was like, oh, I got to share that. Because, some of us are actually drinkers, can actually handle.
Unlike Square 2.
Yeah, can actually handle our liquor, on opposed to, as opposed to Isaiah. My wife could probably outdrink you, Isaiah.
Probably. I'm not proud of it, though.
I wouldn't be proud of it either.
I had two drinks when Callan came up to San Fran, and I ended up acting like a drunk monster at the bar. Like, I don't know what
You can say that again. For a minute, I thought you were. For a minute there, I thought that I had a freaking small foreign child as with me at like all cost on that day, because you were like glued to my hip.
Yeah.
We're never going to speak about what happened that day.
Right. So the next one, this one's actually kind of funny. So a man got sentenced to 13 years in prison, but never served time because the state actually forgot about him. So I was reading the story about this, and they actually sentenced the dude to 13 years in prison. And I don't remember. I think it was like armed robbery or something like that. So he got 13 years in prison. They're like, oh, you're going to prison for 13 years. Well, they completely forgot about this guy. And the only reason they figured it out was because when his release date was coming, they sent a letter to the prison that said, okay, his release date is coming up. He gets to be released from prison. And then they sent a letter back saying, we don't have anybody like that in prison.
No.
Now, in that meantime, in that whole 13 years, this guy got completely clean, got married, had a child, got this great job, was helping in the community. And then after all that, they come back and they're like, so you never served your 13 years. So therefore, they actually went to his house and then arrested him then and actually took him in. After that many years of making this guy wait, and the guy's like, oh, I guess I'm getting off free for not serving my time. So, Isaiah, do you think that was right for them to go and get him after all that time?
Well, I think the person that did the paperwork, she probably got into a lot of trouble because of that. Because I was reading that the state forgot about him because of a clerical error,
Yeah.
on a part of that person. So he or she probably got into a lot of trouble. It's very funny. It's like it's like a Florida man story, honestly. Like, this guy gets sentenced to this much time in jail, but then he never serves it because the state forget about him. Like, I could see this stuff happening in Florida. I don't think he should have been sent back just because. I felt like he already changed his life. I mean, he's serving the community. I mean, he's basically a different person than he was when he committed the crime. So I feel like they shouldn't have done it. But it's not his fault that he didn't serve the time. I mean, the state forgot about him. Like, it's not really his fault because, did he even remember that he was sentenced to 13 years and he had to serve that time? Like, it's up to the state and the police and the people in the court to mandate that he serves that time, but then they forgot about him.
Oh, well, he knew. He said he was sitting there just waiting, and he said he sat there and waited, and nobody ever came and got him. So he said he just went on about his life. And he said, and then when they showed up at his front door, his wife's like, wait, what the heck is going on here? And the guy's like, wait, you're coming after me now? So that to me kind of surprised me also. But Callan, what do you think?
Yeah, how in the world can the state let this actually happen, where you just totally forgive if there's somebody in the court system who's guilty of a crime and is charged the time in jail, yet you don't put him behind bars? Like, okay, who out there fumbled the ball? Okay, who out there, got lost in translation? Honestly, though, I give the guy credit for kind of like waiting. Okay, take me away, coppers, basically. But then he gets his life back on track. He gets married, has the kid, though, gets clean, helps out in the community. Yet after all these years, then they show up after however long it was, like, oh, sir, you have to come with us. You have to be in jail for 13 years. Like, okay, where was this when everything happened? Like, so somebody definitely lost their job for sure, or that they had a whole major overhaul of the system for the state when it comes to who is supposed to be an inmate of the jail.
Yeah, so do you feel like it's right to where they actually came and got him afterwards?
Absolutely not. If you missed out on that sentence of 13 years, then he should be able to live his life as a free man. If you just totally forgot about it, then that's on you. That's not on them. It's on you.
Yeah, absolutely. So, and Gio, I know you're saying that you believe that they let him go. So last I knew, he was running an appeal. He was trying to appeal it and say, hey, I feel like it's not my fault that they forgot about me and that I shouldn't have to serve my time now. And you know what? I do agree with that. That's somebody's error. And if the dude has basically turned his life around and got married and had a kid,
it's like, what gives?
Yeah, exactly. And he's on the right track now. I don't see a problem with being like, okay, you know what? We screwed up, so you shouldn't have to serve your time now. that was our fault. Like, we screwed up on that. And so just randomly showing up after 13 years and taking the guy, I mean, that's crazy. Dragon Viper, what's your thoughts?
My thoughts are the same. I think he shouldn't be arrested after all that time. I mean, it's like what you guys said, that it was their fault, their mistake. And I mean, I could see them overlooking maybe, at most a year or two, but 13 years later, yeah, that's definitely their fault. So I think, with the guy putting his life together, I don't. If he was out there committing more crimes, I could see, okay, yeah, they need to take him. But when he got his life back on track and back together, that's wrong of them to have gotten him after all that time. So yeah, he shouldn't shouldn't be in prison after all that.
No way. But can you imagine that though? Like, you get sentenced.
No.
Yeah, right. You get sentenced, and then you're like just waiting there, and you're like, all right, I guess no one's coming. So then you just go on with your life.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's kind of like, in a way, I kind of feel like there's these double standards in a way for certain things. Because if you ever watch like the deathbed stories for Alcatraz, when this guy came out and said, hey, the Anglin brothers actually escaped, and they are living in Brazil, and they have a farm and all this and all this. So we know that they were supposed to be in prison, but basically because of that, the United States was basically like, oh, well, they're going to be so old now anyways, we'll just let them go. And I'm like, so it kind of brought me back to this. I'm like, so you would let the Anglin brothers go because they made this massive escape during Alcatraz, and so it's like you're just going to look at that and be like, oh no, we'll let it slide. But then this situation happens and you're like, nope, we're not going to let it slide. Like, we got to go get this guy. And I'm like, so that to me,
come on, man.
Right? That to me felt like there was like a little bit of a double standard there in a way. I felt like that.
Yeah.
But I guess you never know based upon situations. I mean, kudos for him for actually changing his life around.
Absolutely. Doing all the right things, helping out in the community, like, for sure. I love it.
And it's like I said, I could see them still picking him up if he was still committing crimes, but with them not committing crimes, there was no reason at that point.
Right?
So,
you get taken away from your brand new family, man. That's
again, come on, man. Come on.
Right? That's rough. So speaking of, this guy's supposed to be serving, jail time. So there's this one place, and this was our next topic. This is the most luxury prison in all of the world, and this is legitimately what the prison cell looks like. It looks just like this. It has
It's like
TV.
a damn one-bedroom apartment.
It is. It is. Yeah. That's basically what it's like. And so, I guess the way that they explained it was, they're like, hey, the reason they want to do that is, and this has a full kitchen. They can cook whatever they want.
oh my God.
Wow.
They have jobs that they make a certain amount of money, and then they can get food, whatever food they want. So, and I believe this was I believe in like Portugal or something like that. That their thinking is like, well, if you look at the United States and people who go to jail and things like that, they're often in and out because the jail system's rough and you get really bad food and things like that. And so their thinking is that if you give them a luxury cell like this, to where you give them everything, a fridge, a stove, and give them a nice bed and TV and stuff, then their thought is that it will help these people learn to be productive members of society. It'll teach them the proper skills with cooking and everything you need to be a productive member. So that's why they said that they made their cells like this. Now, whether or not I actually agree with it is a whole nother thing. I guess it's a different approach. I don't know. Isaiah, what's your thoughts about that?
I actually like this approach, to be honest with you. Instead of you just sitting in a cell thinking of what you did for years and years and years. I mean, yeah, you can be productive. You can learn how to cook. You can learn basic skills. Because a lot of these people that go to jail, I feel like they really lack a lot of the basic skills that you need. So you can cook. You can learn how to wash dishes. Learn how to take care of the place. Yeah, I mean, I think it's really good that way, that when they get out of prison, it's not like here in the US where they get back out in the streets or whatever and then do stupid stuff. They actually can go and find jobs, because I read somewhere that if for people that go to jail, it's really hard for them to, when they get out, to go find a job or go back to their life, because there's a lot of skills that they don't know how to do. So I like this approach, to be honest with you. I really do like this approach, that they give them like a fancy suite. And I also feel like it promotes good behavior as well. If you're not sitting in that, locked up in that like cage environment. So I like what they're doing in Portugal. I think it's a really good approach. And to be honest, it looks like this for some reason. When I saw this photo, it reminded me of a Best Western hotel lobby, or any hotel lobby in general. It looks really nice. And yeah, I mean, it looks like you got a TV there, so you won't be bored. You got a nice couch. I'm assuming you got a room there. You have a kitchen with all the stuff that you need. Like, I think it's good. I like this approach.
Yeah, and then the one thing I forgot to mention too is that none of the guards or anybody carry weapons, because they
Nice.
feel, yeah, they don't carry guns, because they said they feel like if they carry guns, they feel like it could be a threat to the people who are there,
And
so
it promotes a dangerous
so
environment.
they want to see that if their behavior will get better if they don't walk around with all these weapons. So, Callan, what's your thoughts? I can see the wheels kind of spinning there.
Yeah, the wheels are spinning. Like I get the idea. I like the idea. I get it. But at the same time, if you're a Mislamer, then you should be wearing the orange jumpsuit and being shackled, and you should be having the metal bed, and you should be behind bars. I mean, I get the logic of what they're trying to promote in regards to maybe trying to reacquaint them with society, but at the same time, you're not supposed to be having luxuries in the slammer. You shouldn't be having a kitchen and a widescreen TV and a full-blown couch. In a way, you have to serve that hard time. I always think of The Longest Yard with Burt Reynolds or Adam Sandler about weeks in the hot box, brawls breaking out at the prison playground, Michael Irving throwing elbows at Adam Sandler during the basketball scene, and how the guards are, mistreated all the inmates. That is, I think, what we are so used to when we view life in prison. And if you happen to put together a football team that beats the guards in overtime, then maybe that is a good sign or a good thing. But no, I mean, I get where Portugal's coming from, like maybe trying to reacquaint them with society. Now, I would say if this is like for very petty crimes, like shoplifting that they get jail time, maybe I can see something like this. But if it's for for anything worse than that, then no, they don't deserve a jail cell like this. I'm sorry.
Well, what do you think about the guards not walking around with weapons?
I mean, I guess I kind of get where they're coming from, where they're trying not to promote like whatever Isaiah was saying, but at the same time, like I don't know. But then again, every single jail system is broken. Doesn't matter where it's at.
Yeah. Randy, what's your thoughts?
Wow. I think it's not a good idea. My dad was a cop for 20 plus years, and
Same. My grandfather was.
I mean, I've seen these guys go to jail. I've heard stories about my dad sending people to jail. And the jail is to teach people a lesson. Now, I could see if somebody's in prison for, we'll say 20 years, and they're down to their final 2 years. Yeah, maybe I could see like a halfway house being something like that, where they try and get the people back into the
Reacquainted back with
civilization.
society. Yeah.
Yeah, and society, and if you want to leave the guards unarmed, fine. I think leaving them unarmed when they first get to prison is stupid, because they're the guards need to protect themselves in case something happens. But if you have a jail sentence, serve the jail sentence, then have like some sort of halfway house in between, that and regular civilization and in society, then go back out on the street and hopefully be a better person. But to have that be a jail set, or a prison, or whatever, I don't agree with it. I mean, I would see a lot more repeat offenders if it was something like that, because they would be enjoying the posh life, as they
True.
would call it. So I don't agree with it. I think it's a little too comfortable for them and easy. Instead, that's why they call prison hard times. So I don't agree with it. I think that halfway houses like that, yes, but not to spend time in jail or prison.
Okay. Fair enough. Yeah. When I saw this though, like I really couldn't believe it, and I was looking at that, and I'm like, that's definitely. And like Callan was saying, I see where they're coming from. I do. I get it. They're trying to be able. I call it trust. They're trying to build trust. I get it.
Agreed.
And so I see where they're coming from with that, and I see to where they're coming from with, hey, if we don't carry weapons, it doesn't come off as we are like threatening them in any way, and saying, oh, if you get out of control, we have our batons, we have our guns, or whatever.
Taser, pepper spray, something like that.
Yeah, exactly. So I kind of get, to me, I really want to like look up the numbers to see if this has been successful. Like, what is the actual rate of the succession rate?
I mean, part of me thinks that it probably is pretty successful, because it almost feels like you're giving incentive for those who are inmates to get themselves back on track, basically. Like, hey, if you put up X number of years of good behavior, you get moved to this fancy, smanchy looking cell.
Oh, yeah. And so that might work too. Yeah, I was just looking at some of the things, and like some of the luxuries in there, and you can even clearly see like a guard is in there kind of telling him where everything is, and he doesn't even have
Here's your grand tour.
yeah
Right here.
tour. And it has like a full bathroom and everything, so that is crazy. That's all I can say. When I saw that, I'm like, that is kind of cool. that was kind of cool. Okay, so that was our grand tour of the most luxury prison in the world. That was our grand tour of that.
Oh my God.
I know you have mixed feelings about it, and every time anybody does stuff like that, it's gonna always be, mixed feelings. I get it. So the next thing, and we always do this every time. This is always a topic that we always do. But this next one that we have is the weirdest chocolate bars in the world. So yeah, we're
Oh, I
going.
was
of
hoping
course,
for a movie
Isaiah
review
loves
from
it.
Isaiah so I could go walk off set and feed my dog.
Oh,
yeah.
I was hoping for not another Isaiah loses again segment.
There is. Oh no,
You hurt
there's
your
that.
Achilles filming a video like you're a
No,
damn TikTok
no.
influencer, for God's sakes.
There is that. There is a movie review coming at the very end.
Oh, good. So I'll be able to go feed the dog when that happens.
Yeah, but we do have some of the weirdest chocolate bars, of course, because that's something that that we have to. It's just a topic that we do every week. We gotta do the weirdest chocolate bars. So, of the weirdest chocolate bars, the first one that we're gonna start with is what we call a bean sandwich.
What the hell?
Yeah, it's a bean sandwich chocolate bar. There isn't a country on earth that loves a chocolate bar as much as Japan loves Kit Kats. Over the years, the island nation has come up with several flavor combinations, but this idea might just be the biscuit, and this is called a bean sandwich. So,
Okay.
right. So,
Is there a picture of it?
Yeah. Hold on. This is the red bean right here. That is the
Interesting.
picture of it.
I've had this before, actually. It's really good.
What?
Yeah, I went to
Uh-oh.
Japan. I know I went to Japan like 6 years ago, and they had like a bunch of different Kit Kats, like the red bean one that you have on the screen. They had a green tea one. They had a mango one, I think, as well. Like I tried this one as well as the green tea one, and I would say out of those two, the red bean one I felt like was the best. Like it was, there was some like red beans in it, obviously. The wafer is, red bean flavored. Yeah, it's really good. I liked how, you incorporated the red bean, because I'm a big fan of red bean. Red bean soup, red
Yeah.
bean, ice thing. Like
Okay, we get it.
Yeah.
Wrap up your take.
I love red bean. So yeah, this is good. I had it. It's really, really good.
It's a red bean Kit Kat. That's pretty much what it is. So Callan, like, what's your thoughts?
Heard of it and had it, but I'm not really big into the hype like Square 2's portraying it to be. Like, going to a foreign country is nice to try their culture and stuff, but Kit Kat sandwich, it was okay, but not as nice as Square 2's paying it to be.
Where'd you try it at?
My folks were in Japan over the summer in August. They brought some home with them, and it was okay, but it's not the bee's knees like Square 2 paints it to be.
Does it actually taste like beans, though?
No,
Not really. Really can't taste it.
Did you have the green tea one, Callan, or was it just
No.
No. Randy, would you try this?
I mean, hearing from them, I probably would try it. I don't know, probably.
Like, my biggest thing is how chocolatey was it? Did you actually taste the chocolate?
I tasted the chocolate more than I tasted the beans, so.
Huh. Okay. I mean, it's something that I guess I would consider trying. If everyone else tried it and said it wasn't that bad. So the next one is a potato vodka. That's what it looks like right there.
What?
It is Austrian chocolatiers Zotter have in the past been dubbed the world's most creative chocolate company, which in itself should provide plenty of warning to potential shoppers. And this is what they call a potato vodka chocolate bar.
feel like
Yeah.
I've heard of the brand, but I've never had it. But that does not sound good.
That does not sound good.
No.
Isaiah, potato vodka chocolate bar.
Sign me up.
Probably.
I eat baked potatoes with Fruit Loops. Why not? Just take a bite of it. See.
Oh.
Okay, that's enough.
Bye-bye, Isaiah.
Jeez.
Oh my gosh, man, that was horrible. Dragon Viper.
No, I would not.
No. Callan, I think you said you probably wouldn't try it.
No, I've heard of the brand though, or the maker of it, but I don't think I would try it though.
Yeah, I think a potato vodka chocolate bar, which
Now, if it was potato flavored vodka, maybe I'd try it, but not in a candy bar.
I try a vodka flavored candy bar. I would. but
That's what I was referring to as well. Yes, I would do that before I had this potato vodka candy bar.
yeah, a potato vodka. I don't think I could go as far as trying that. The next one is cheese and onion crisps. It's a cheese and onion.
Must be from England or Australia.
This one actually says it looks like it's from Ireland, actually.
That was close.
So even though you should never judge a book by its cover, it's hard when the cover looks this horrible. Made by Twisted Minds at Irish potato chip manufacturer, this sweet and savory treat features a milk chocolate bar laced with cheese and onion flavored chunks. Please tell me, Isaiah, that you would not try this.
So it's like Cheetos in chocolate, isn't it?
No.
What that is?
No.
No.
No, because the Cheeto is an onion.
No, but yeah, that's true. It's cheese.
A Cheeto.
I would take a bite of it just to see how it is. I mean, life is short. Why not? Plus, I'm a big cheese and onion fan too. So, my three favorites go together.
But that can't taste good in a chocolate bar, man.
No.
I know, but it's one bite. One bite. I'm like, sure. If it's
Dragon
one
Viper.
bite, yes. If it's the whole thing, of course not.
Dragon Viper, would you try this?
No. Ugh, no.
I would eat it for dinner if I didn't have any like other substantial food.
I don't think we asked you there to talk out of turn there, sir.
Callan, how about you?
As probably the most Irish guy on this panel, I'm even saying no. Like, I may try like a square or a part of it, but I might be Irish, but no way, no how am I eating a whole cheese and onion crisp flavored candy bar? No way.
I'm Irish too, and I'm saying no.
That just doesn't even look appetizing.
It doesn't even sound appetizing. Like, forget like what it looks like. It just doesn't sound like it's appetizing.
Right? A cheese and onion?
No.
that just
Nope.
cheese and
Next.
onion and chocolate. God.
Talk about destroying chocolate bars.
Yeah, that's destroying it. So cream cheese chocolate bars. If you thought that stuffing chocolate with cream cheese is a concept that could never possibly make commercial sense, you would apparently be wrong. Popular in Japan and across Southeast Asia, this bar comes courtesy of Ganya, a company that apparently isn't content with making food that we know tastes nice. So, a cream cheese chocolate bar. Huh. Isaiah.
I'm imagining it's like a chocolate bar, and then in between, it's just a lump of cream cheese. Isn't that what that is?
I'm assuming that's what it is.
Oh, the thing is, the chocolate is sweet. Now, do I want to kind of drink a whole lump of cream cheese?
We don't need a thorough analysis. Yes or no. It's simple as that. Good grief. This is not MI6 or IM6, for God's sakes. Figure it out.
So was that a yes or no there, Isaiah?
No, I can't do it. I can't do it. I don't like cream cheese. Not a fan. Give me my
I'm there-
bagels plain.
I'm there with you too. I'm not a cream cheese guy, so I don't think I could do it. Dragon Viper.
I'm in the same boat. I don't like cream cheese, so the answer is no.
Gallon.
I like cream cheese, but not in a candy bar. I like them. I like cream cheese on bagels. So no, thank you. Not in a candy bar. Can't do it.
Does it make you wonder though if they actually take the cream cheese, like put it inside, or if they put it around the outside of it?
Probably on the inside.
Oh,
I'm guessing.
No thanks.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Cream cheese belongs on bagels. Simple as that.
Yes, it does. It belongs on bagels.
and pasta.
So this next one, so this one's not. This is what it looks like. It's Hammond's pigs and taters. The combination of bacon and chocolate. So, Bacon. Now, tell me you would not try a maple bacon, or tell me you wouldn't try a bacon chocolate bar. That is
Yes!
In the words of Square 2, sign me up.
Yeah.
Not like the Ferris
Yes.
wheel's enough chocolate covered bacon as is.
Yes. And Gene is saying that would be like eating a chocolate cheesecake. Yum. So
I literally had one of those at the Cheesecake Factory last week. Reese's peanut butter flavored nonetheless, too.
yeah. So I think everybody's in agreement that bacon, absolutely.
Yeah.
All in
Absolutely.
favor.
All in favor,
Steak.
absolutely. We're all saying yes. We only have a couple left here. Okay, pizza. Pizza and chocolate is not a match made in heaven. If there's a bar that better the phrase more is less, we're yet to find it. Pair pizza with almost anything and you'll end up with something nasty. But stuffing it inside a cube of white chocolate is just wrong on every level.
Yeah.
So, for the love of God, Isaiah, please don't.
I would eat it. I would eat that.
Of
That
course.
picture looks delicious.
Of course.
Oh my God, I don't see pizza going in chocolate. Dragon Viper.
Oh my God. And, that thing on there says if you're looking for a way to ruin two great food groups, this could be it. Yeah, no, I would never. No. Ugh.
Callan.
Nope, unless you're having like Baskin Robbins ice cream pizza, which they do in fact make at Baskin Robbins. No, do not be dipping pizza in chocolate now, people. Please make it stop.
No.
Right. that is absolutely disgusting. Then the very last one is sushi flavored chocolate.
Absolutely not.
No. Oh.
Absolutely.
Is that rice?
Oh.
It looks like it's freaking Masubi with a Kit Kat bar on top of it.
Yeah, so it is. I'm trying to see if it tells me exactly what it is.
Tuna
so it says
sea
a
urchin
limited
sushi.
the flavors of tuna, egg, and sea urchin. Sushi chocolate is living proof that there is no limit to man's hubris, and that is disgusting.
Oh God, I think I'm nauseous now. Ew.
Oh my goodness.
I have officially heard it all.
A tuna sea urchin chocolate. Dang.
I don't care if it's even California roll, because I love a good California roll, but no way, no how am I eating that crap?
Right?
Underneath the chocolate though, is that rice or is that Rice Krispies?
It looks
'Cause if
like
it's
rice.
rice,
It looks
how-
like it literally, Isaiah. It looks like it's Masubi. It does. It looks like it's Masubi or Spam maybe that's clumped together underneath the.
If
Kit Kat.
it's rice underneath, no way. If it's Rice Krispies, maybe. But
It's not.
chocolate
That's
and
literally
Really?
sushi, my friend.
Oh god, yeah, chocolate and
sushi,
sushi
dude.
rice. Oh,
It doesn't even look appetizing.
give me the barf bag. I want to puke.
Right?
Shock you don't have one laying around from your employer since you work for the airlines. So they still have barf bags in the seat back pockets.
They
I'm
do.
a sushi guy, but that I draw the line at that.
Like I said, I don't care if it's California roll because I love a good California roll, but I'm not eating it with freaking Kit Kat bars on top of it. Make it stop.
I would eat a salmon chocolate, but not that. Oh,
In the words of Shaq, that's horror awful. That's horrible and awful at the same time.
It is.
Oh, gosh.
That's terrible. That's terrible. Well, now we've come to the point to now we get to have Isaiah do his movie review. So,
Oh, good. I'm going to go feed my dog and clean up his mess in here. I'll be right back.
I'm on the injured list. I'm on the IL. I'm out for 10 days.
So the movie review that we have for you today,
Oh,
Isaiah,
God.
is none other than the movie Heavyweights.
Heavyweights.
Heavyweights. Give me the review of Heavyweights.
The review of Heavyweights is two fighters fighting for the heavyweight belt. You have one guy training, another guy, or you have two guys training. They're fighting for the heavyweight belt. Both come from suburban, poor cities. They need to make a big buck. So there's this big boxing contest going on somewhere in Connecticut. And then they both fight it out because they're both from, poor towns. They need to make big money and they want to win that prize. So they try to fight it out like Rocky Balboa in a boxing contest. That's what heavyweight is. Heavyweight. That's what it is. Two guys boxing match. Fighting it out.
Wow.
I think one of the fighters was Gene Steratore, right? Gene Steratore and what was the other guy's name?
No.
You're so far off.
Dude, you screwed up Heavyweights so bad.
Isaiah loses again. Isaiah loses again.
Man, you screwed that all up, man.
Can we just chalk that up to the morphine that I'm on from the torn Achilles?
Nope.
That is a terrible analysis of what Heavyweights is, dude.
Wasn't Rocky Balboa in Heavyweights too? Or the actor that played Rocky Balboa? Daniel Kim?
Number one, Ben Stiller was in Heavyweights.
Who is Ben Stiller?
Are you serious, bro?
I'm serious. I don't know. Dude, I don't know pop culture, man. I don't watch pop culture. I watch sports. That's it. I can tell you who the best names, and I can tell you who Mike Kickham is. I can't tell you who Ben Stiller is.
Dude, you're kidding me, right?
I'm not kidding you. Who is Ben Stiller?
You're killing me.
Let me search it up right now.
Dude, you're telling me you don't know who Ben Stiller is?
No, I don't. And I'm not kidding you. Who is this guy?
What? Dude,
this is the guy that... Oh, wait. This guy looks like the guy that played James Bond.
I'm literally sharing the movie Heavyweights with you right now.
About people eating a sandwich. Oh, God.
That's the movie Heavyweights.
Can we erase this segment from the face of the earth forever?
Nope.
It sounded like boxing. They get a belt. They win a big prize.
Oh
the whole city is...
So basically, Isaiah, these kids are overweight, and they have to go to what they consider like a fat camp. It's an overweight camp. They have to go to an overweight camp to try and lose weight. There was different owners originally, but then the checks went bad. Then Ben Stiller, known as Tony Perkis,
Isaiah loses again.
Took over the camp, and Tony Perkis is a bad guy. And it's played by Ben Stiller. And so the whole time they're trying to find ways to get rid of this guy because he's a bad guy. It's Tony Perkis. It's Heavyweights. That's why it's called Heavyweights. Because
I don't know who Ben Stiller is.
He doesn't.
That's
I watched
what
PBS Kids growing up.
Yes, I watched PBS Kids growing up. Exactly.
He said he didn't know who Ben Stiller was.
Yeah.
I literally put YouTube on the living room TV to watch what was going on while I was feeding the dog.
Oh, okay.
I know who Baby Kate is.
Oh my.
Well,
I don't think we asked you.
Now you know what Heavyweights is. So There you go. And your analysis of heavyweights was seriously completely way off, man. Way off.
And by the way, Rocky Balboa was not a real person, Isaiah. He was played by a guy named Sylvester Stallone.
So there you go.
Oh my God.
So there you go. All right. Well, we are at that hour mark, so we definitely want to thank everybody for watching. So Isaiah, what do you got for us to end the show? Give us something to end the show here, man.
Yeah, great show. Thank you to all the fans for tuning in. Thank you to Gene. Thank you to Gio. Thank you to Big B, J Max, Seth, all, and Ivy for hopping
You mean
in.
your
and-
YouTube burner account there, Square 2?
That is not mine. But yeah, thanks to everybody for tuning in. Really appreciate it. Great show. You know, sadly, I'm humbled after tonight, and
When
Yeah.
when do you never get humbled on this program anyway, there, Square
You get
2?
humbled every week, dude.
Exactly.
I'm glad you didn't bring up my injury tonight. I really appreciate that,
I
guys.
already
Like,
did.
well,
You
bringing it
hurt
up.
your Achilles filming a damn video like you're a stupid ass TikToker, for God's sakes.
I'm done. That's all my final thoughts. Happy holidays, everybody. Merry Christmas.
So do you realize that coming up next month is our 2-year anniversary of the show Kicking It?
Wow.
Wow, that's
2 years
Wow.
already.
yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. We'll have to do a special episode.
Just no roast session. That's all I ask for.
It's going to be an hour, like a 6-hour long one on New Year's Eve.
Right? All right. Callan.
It starts
any
with
final
Isaiah.
thoughts?
I don't know.
Exactly. No, great show, great week of coverage. Glad to be helping out though on with some social media content. Glad that we've gotten a lot of viewers who have been looking or at least viewing our content now. We were trying to put out some more of those very short snippet videos from Opus Clip onto the Instagram page. My rant about the Dodgers getting Ohtani being good for the game's almost at 1,000 views already on the gram. So thanks for everyone who's been supporting the revamped IG account for Coast to Coast. And yeah, no, it's been a great week of coverage, and as always, great to be here and be with the fans. And yes, it'll be 2 years of Isaiah losing trivia to Callum McClurg in a couple of weeks.
Yes, we need to bring back trivia. That's what we do.
Oh yeah, it's going to, especially on the special, right? Especially on the anniversary show. You have to have it. All right. So
And we're gonna have
Dragon Viper.
plenty more movie reviews too for Square 2 as well, which will be great. I'm already
Alright,
compiling the list.
Dragon Viper, how about you?
I want to thank everybody for watching. This was really fun. I do want to say that we do have Entertainment Hour tomorrow with James Gonzalez, myself, and Crispy Bacon. So watch out for that. And I hope everybody has a good night.
All right, we definitely want to thank everybody for watching. Also, keep in mind too, coming up towards the end of this month, we are going to have an episode of Roundtable. So be ready for that too. So be ready. It'll be a fun episode. So with that, everyone have a fantastic night, and we'll see you all next week. Have a
Merry
good night.
Have a good one.